Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Waylanders with me, BringItDon. Let's go find American. Alright, let's stay zoomed in while we're in the cave, so it's not so hard to navigate. See, meat tastes better if you sear it over the fire first. What's that hissing noise? Oh, that's the juices dripping into the fire. Well, good for them, they discovered cooking. Now, the worst part about eternity, the monotony. I can see that.
I will not permit you to do this any longer. I am tortured enough without your insolence.
Well, if you insist on being that way, I'll have to cause you pain without asking next time.
Silence, you worm!
Look, not all druids can turn into animals. And if I did...
Seriously, Amigan, what are you doing?
Perfect. My other favorite person in the world.
I better be. Look!
You did it. You did it.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Or me?
Barath, how excellent to see you. It's been far too long.
I disagree.
Stop ignoring me! I will use your bones as toothpicks!
Hey, Dad! Look! Tourists!
Oh, those aren't tourists, Delba. That's the seer.
But she's not alone. This one here. Maybe they actually care about the plight of the Fomorians?
Do you want to know more about us?
Sure. Why are you banished here?
The Tuatha decided they had enough of my people. They slaughtered most of us and sent the rest of us to the Underworld to writhe in pain and agony for the rest of our days. The Tuatha have always been evil. You're but the most recent to taste their wrath.
If it's so bad here, why not leave?
It was the Tuatha who put us here in the first place. You've seen their fury. Would you invite it in? I thought not.
Also, isn't he trapped in the stone? Are you really a cannibal?
Me? Rarely. I mostly allow my children and subjects to eat me. I regenerate faster than most, so I'm able to help the others subsist.
He's very altruistic.
I wish I could die.
Oh, the dialogue is so goofy. Was it your magic that corrupted the Tuatha?
No, that had nothing to do with us. The Tuatha slaughtered all full-blooded Fomorians with magical abilities when they banished us here. Only half-bloods can wield magic now. Whatever you saw may have harnessed old curses left in our lands, but none of my people controlled it. That being said, it is not our magic, nor does it belong to the Tuatha. Magic knows no master. It is a conduit to a realm of wild and unstable energies. If anything, we are slaves to it.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
Good. My turn. Even trapped here, even blinded, I am one of the most powerful creatures on Earth. I sensed what the Tuatha said to you, what they did. Yours will be a life of power, I think. A few moments of helplessness will not hurt you. Interesting. You are detached from the timeline. They called you Mile Spain. A name that does not belong to you. Now bound to you in chains. Poor mortal. Your destiny was stolen from you. In every way that matters. You died on that beach. You told them you were free? No. They are a slave. A hammer that will shatter history, wielded by an unseen hand.
Enough!
Powerful as ever, seer. And yet, when it comes to the Mille Spain, you are as blind as me. You may go, if you keep me informed of developments in the situation. I will agree to the druid's terms, and allow you to use the gateway from my realm back to his home.
What?
Is that how you travel down here so quickly?
I thought you knew my house was just above his head.
You've been torturing the poor man.
He's not a man, he's a Fomorian.
This is why I hate druids.
Do we have a deal?
Fine.
Oh, and one more thing. You must take my daughter Delba with you to the surface.
Holy shit! Yes!
Now, leave my sight.
It'd be hard to do, considering he's blind.
And in the end, it all came down to information. What did I tell you, Am?
Today can go die in a fire.
Speaking of fire, how's that surface world of yours doing?
Oh, everything is terrible. Corruption has spread across multiple species now, and rumors are spreading that some humans have fallen into its grasp.
It seems that Urko and his pervasive aura of impending doom are to be permanent fixtures in this land. Lovely.
And on top of everything else, by the time Prince Lugade returned, someone else had already claimed the throne.
Who?
Tarlok.
Oh, fuck.
He had been one of King Ith's advisors, until he was unceremoniously fired for being a massive twat.
That's saying something.
It really is. Is Lugade not king?
No. Those still here in Caltia assumed that Ireland was a total loss and chose Tarlok before Lugade returned. Queen Ascota has been beside herself. She fled to the forests. Lugade's supporters have an encampment there now.
I suppose it's damage control on the surface, then.
If I help you, do you think more people will start to like the Fomorians?
It's quite likely that most people will run from you in terror.
That's okay, I'm used to it. The single eye thing freaks people out.
I do not understand how I got roped into this.
Too bad, Berry darling. It's surface time. Come, Torchbearer. We have a world to save.
Welcome home, my friend. Is the surface world the paradise you've been dreaming about?
I haven't been above in... It has to be almost a century now. It's colder than I remembered.
That tower has been lighting the way for as long as anyone can remember. Your father, Delba, his throne is located directly underneath, connecting our two worlds, illuminating the way home.
That's the tower from the main menu.
Poetic way to describe imprisoning someone against their will.
Thank you.
That wasn't...
Oh,
I'm aware.
can't hear him all the way over here.
Have the funerals been held already?
There were none.
But the king?
There were none.
You're rather quiet, Wrath.
I'm often quiet.
Not like this.
Leave him alone, Nazeja.
Being here isn't...
Thank you for coming with us, Barath.
Someone has to keep you two from killing each other.
I could.
By killing them both.
Obviously.
The fire's in the woods. Is there a new settlement there?
Not exactly.
You cryptic bastard, answer the question.
Do you see the lights of the palace atop the hill? The lights of the city?
I do not.
Much has changed this past month, Nazeja.
That sounds positive and not at all ominous.
So I wonder if that's why she's not a permanent companion. We saw her compete power-wise with Xerion, who is a self-proclaimed powerful creature. He said himself one of the most powerful creatures on Earth. So maybe she's just too powerful to be a permanent companion. I'm sure there's more of a narrative reason for it later as well, but... don't see anything to interact with over here. I don't see any loot either. Oh yeah, there's a setting that I wanted to turn on to try it out. Someone in the comments let me know this was an option. Auto loot. I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't show me what I pick up like off to the side when it happens, I'm gonna turn it back off. So I want to see what I'm picking up, or like be able to sift through it or something. I don't want it to just appear in my inventory and I don't know what it is. So it's like we're done over here. Can't speak to anybody. Is she a part of our... She is. She's a Fomorian champion. She has a mostly water trait, so increases resistance to water damage. Very well-rounded stats. 4 of them are at 6. Alright, so she starts with Quartz Crush. Hammer an enemy with your weapon, damaging them and any foe nearby. Song of Stone. Sing a Song of the Deep Earth. Raises the physical defenses of your allies and drawing your enemy's attention. So it's a taunt, but also a buff. Or my taunt is just a taunt. It's just straight better. I don't know what the number of attacks means. The number of attacks 3, so does it only last for 3 attacks versus... because mine actually has a duration. No, it doesn't. Never mind, take back what I said. Anyway, a shooting star. Roll a stunning projectile at an enemy. On collision, it will shatter, damaging any enemies behind the target. Lighten the Deep. Generate an aura that heals allies. Throttle. Grab an enemy and steal their life for your own. Wild Growth. Call vines from the earth to root enemies surrounding you. Driven. You've been arguing with stubborn immortals your entire life, giving you more intelligence and willpower than most people, immortal or otherwise. The +1 to willpower and intelligence. That's a little odd considering most of her ability seems to be focused around being in melee and tanking. Nigh Immortal. Once per combat, you can shrug off a fatal blow and all damage for a short period of time. So it looks like that triggers when you hit 1 HP. It lasts for 3 seconds. Yeah, so she seems more like a tank. A little bit of healing included. I don't know why willpower and intelligence. Same here. They're both at 6, just like strength and constitution. What do they scale with? With utility. So I wonder what I should max out with her. I think Constitution is a good option. And Willpower for the cooldown. I have 4 more points to spend. Do I want it in Intelligence or do I want it in Strength? I think I want it here. And treat her as just like a utility tank. Or I feel like that overlaps with my main character too much. I'll do Strength instead. I like Resilience more. And we'll see how that goes. And then ability-wise, I think we'll get the heal. It doesn't cost any resource. So, yeah. It's a free heal for outside of combat at the very least. And in combat, of course. Alright, I think we explored everything here. I didn't see any loot. We can't talk to anybody, so to the wooded path. Now, she's an interesting class. I don't know if I'm happy with how I distributed her attribute points, but... Alright, then what does he do? Feline Bite. Damages an enemy, has increased critical chance. pounce, lunge at an enemy, damaging them. I'm going to put everybody on average so I can have control over them and their resources. I'll keep him on aggressive, I think. Yeah, he doesn't even have a resource bar. So he's only beholden to his cooldown. So yeah, keep him on aggressive. And we don't have any formations. Alright, let's quick save and rock and roll. Those are probably enemies up ahead.
Those were definitely not here the last time I was on the surface.
No, those were new. Completely new. They're like nothing I've ever seen before, anywhere in time. Except...
Okay, now have everybody focus on the ranged guy, who I think... Warrior, yeah, ranger. So everybody focus on the... ranger in the back. And then I will have... attack first and then slow down his attacks. My main character tank the two melee guys. Then we'll drop this on top of them and keep the damage on the ranger. Let's see. Go ahead and pop that, please. Alright, this is not going as smoothly as I was hoping. Let's drop a heal back here. And a heal up here. Alright, then we'll focus fire on one of these guys. Which one do we want to fight? He has less health, so we'll go after this guy first. Let's pop a taunt. AoE damage. Slow down his attacks. They keep... oh, never mind. I didn't target anybody with her. It was an AoE ability, so never mind. Forget what I was saying. I thought she swapped targets without me telling her to, but that was not the case. Heal up a little bit. Get my AoE heals out as well. Alright, so far not too bad. And down he goes. Perfect. Alright, slow down his attacks. Got some single target damage. Is he not using his abilities? Oh, he's on average now. Why? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Alright. Don't go down, buddy. And you go to heal. Keep everybody in the fight.
Amager. The look in their eyes. It was like...
Ines fail. I know.
You don't think...
So, it wasn't just the Tuatha.
Apparently not.
This is a nightmare.
Why aren't we affected?
Good question. Any insights, Seer?
My best guess is that the Underworld guarded us from this... corruption. Yet, I admit that's only a guess, darlings. I'm not certain.
It seems to be magic, but its power is beyond anything I have studied. And I have read every book in the Druids' college at least once.
Well, you both need to go back to class.
I generally find that deeply insulting, but alas, we're all out of our depth.
Is everyone corrupted?
The situation does not seem promising.
There were controlled fires burning in the woods. Someone at least moderately capable of cognition must have lit them.
You know, I'm not normally pessimistic, but I do not find forces of nature like fires to be a calming fact right now.
Ah yes, ever the optimist. That's why you want to control all the elements yourself.
I have no interest in arguing the politics of magic theory with you.
Your very existence as a druid is inherently political.
Stop. Both of you.
Fine. We shall put that discussion on hold until we find at least a few other survivors.
Why is this happening?
Magic works in mysterious ways. There are flows of time that no mortal or immortal was meant to ever understand, let alone tamper with.
You believe someone tampered with it?
It's difficult for me to accept this could have happened any other way.
Alright, no more questions.
When we visited the Tuatha de Danaan, something broke. Not just you. You know that you've been untethered from time. But the entire flow of eternity has shifted, like a river diverted.
The magic I draw upon for my spells feels different.
You are pulling from a stream that was never meant to exist, full of stones and roots instead of a soft bed.
So it seems to me that if we're intended to heal outside of combat like this, at least for now, when we're more powerful, we might not take as much damage in later fights. But for now, we are definitely going to take the time to do this outside of combat. Also, later on, we'll probably have access to more consumables to be able to heal up a little bit more outside of combat and not waste as much time, doing this. We actually didn't take too much damage there. I feel like I played that well. And there's only 3 enemies versus, what, 6 of us if you include the animal companion? So... Also, auto loot did not work. Oh, you just run over it. I didn't see it pop up on the screen anywhere. If that's the case, I am going to not use that. I want to be able to see what I'm picking up. Or see what I've already picked up as it happens. I don't think the inventory marks what's new, right? Most recent. Okay, here we go. So more utility. More utility there as well. Oh, we got another trinket. I will give that to her since she's on the front line as well. Let's go and allocate some of these items. So health regen, main character who's tanking. I also got an elegant spear. Also more utility. I mean, it's saying it's a higher level than what I currently have equipped, so let's do it. Play around with that for a bit. Let's see. Resource regen would be great for him. We can keep the heals coming. Healing scales off utility. Roll of healing. Roll of resurrection. Let him summon wolves. Aegis potion. Maybe these don't stack. Oh wait, vegetable soup 1. And vegetable soup. Why does it have the 1 beside it? Is that better? This is a higher level, yeah. What did I do? What? That was weird. Here, I have that equipped. Okay. I think we're all set for now. Have I been looking at this right? I'll hover over this. Underneath the spear, it says 5.1 minus 8.2 under the axe. So is the axe worse than the spear? Am I looking at that right? So the axe is equal to the axe across the board. Yeah, so I think this is better. Or is it comparing it to the axe? I don't know. It's a higher level piece of equipment. We're going to equip it for now. See what happens. Alright, did I miss anything here? I don't think I did. Alright, don't see any loot. Let's go.
Unhand me, you cretins, or be prepared for an unfair fight.
Heraclios!
Greetings! Come join me in my glory.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. Let's see. Keep him on aggressive. I don't know why. I guess he stays whatever the his owner is. I kind of want everybody to hang back for right now. Till I get in here and taunt everybody. And then she can drop some AoE spells back here. I want everybody to focus on the guy that's closest to my back line. Just like so. She can drop this back here. This is supposed to be AoE. I haven't seen it bounce to other enemies yet, but I'm gonna watch here. Alright, so it looks like maybe the sparks bounced off to the other enemies. I couldn't really tell. Okay, so Aegis gives you a shield over your health. Hard to target these guys. Okay, I guess something like that. Let's drop a heal back here. Right. Delba went down. I think that's okay though. They're almost all killed anyway. Alright, drop another AoE spell back here.
You're alive.
Oh, we're not done.
He seems normal.
Normal might be a strong word.
Oh, those are enemies in formations. Can we attack these guys from down here? If so, we may as well. I think the Panther and my main character can take care of this guy, no problem.
Haha, true! I'm better than normal. I feel amazing.
So it looks like, yeah, this Phalanx is blocking this guy back here. He's not even attacking us.
Ever since I returned from Ireland,
And they're attacking us with, looks like an AoE ability. So yeah, let's take care of those guys first.
there have been so many of these assholes ready for me
Hello, frame rate.
to fight. It's been my dream come true.
I like this guy.
Who else survived?
A full boat of us, led by Prince Lugaid.
Alright, lost our healer. That's okay, we took care of their formation.
He was badly injured, but he led us through the crisis like a true. new king. I think he aged a decade that morning.
I mean, if we can take this guy out for free,
Get back to
may
me
as
about how
well.
you feel
He's not
when you
attacking us
lose
like
your
the formation
title,
was.
your father, and just about everyone else you've ever known in one day.
I never knew my parents.
Stop squabbling like children! Heraclius, where is everyone?
Scattered, the queen and prince have been overthrown by one of King Ith's minor advisors, Tarlock.
That opportunistic piece of shit.
I remain loyal to the royal family. They're hiding in the woods along the coastline.
The fires.
Yes, Tarlock, the usurper, is scheduled to give a speech at the palace at dawn. They sent me to observe.
Then we're coming with you.
So I'm purposely not approaching the phalanx. I'm assuming if I get close to it, I'll take damage. If it's not attacking me, I may as well just poke at it with my ranged characters. Then when it's destroyed, we'll push in and take care of the ranged guy. Come on over here. Where these guys come from? They just spawn in? On a time limit? Let's pop one of these. Gotta stay nice and healthy. These guys not attacking us either, which is fantastic. Alright, I don't want him up front. He's almost dead. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these guys. Alright, taunt. He needs to pull back. Luckily for us, the wolves aren't very strong. Alright, and Heraclius is tanking for us over here. This guy, he's not doing any damage to this guy, though. Oh, what? There's people behind us? Alright, let's pull back and take care of them. Let's get her over here. When he goes down, we lose the Panther, too. This isn't going super well. Enemies just kept spawning in behind us. They kept catching me off guard. Super annoying. At least Heraclius is keeping this guy off of us, and it doesn't look like he's taking any damage, so that shouldn't change. Wait, did the damage numbers turn off? I thought I had that turned on. Let's see. It'd be under gameplay. Oh, this turned off too. I had those turned on, I thought. Can I swap equipment in combat? Because I like to see which one's doing more damage. Alright, so the axe is doing more damage. So my first reading of the stats was right. Alright, he turned to fight me instead. Not a fan of that. Alright, great success.
We have so many questions for you.
Who is Tarlok?
An asshole?
I've disliked the man since I met him about 5 years ago. Narcissistic, cunning, well-liked, and not particularly intelligent. A dangerous combination. He helped run King Ith's court as an advisor, often communicating the king's intentions to the people.
Why did you stay loyal to the prince?
Lugade is young and has a lot of learning to do. But he reminds me of myself at his age. I truly believe he could become a great ruler in time, if he's allowed to do so. His mother, Queen Escota, is a great politician. Plus, she's gorgeous, and now single.
Do you have any respect?
What? It's true!
Maybe I don't like this guy.
How many people are corrupted?
Not enough for me to work up a sweat.
They're people, Heraclius, not animals. They have loved ones.
Not anymore.
How many?
About half the population.
Have you recovered from Ireland?
I've been a mercenary for over a decade, and I've never seen a battle like that. We were thoroughly outmatched. It hurt my pride.
No more questions. Alright, we're gonna make Heraclius a warrior. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab all the loot in this area. Then off camera I'll heal up the party, and we'll proceed in the next one. Wanderer's Garb, Conqueror's Helmet. Okay, so these have gem slots. So we found this one gem. And that confirms that. That's what they're used for. They go into our equipment. These were for him, I think. Wanderer's Garb, it's rare. Same stats, but it does have a gem slot versus his old gear. It also makes him glow blue. There's like a blue hue to his equipment now. Another trinket. I think we'll give it to him. By my healer being a little tankier. So you don't actually need to be next to her when she activates that. Alright, let's turn off auto loot. I don't really care for that. Shining Lance, Delba's Tunic, and Braided Tendons. Same exact stats. It doesn't make sense why Delba's Tunic is up here anyway, and she already has Delba's Tunic. Why would I need such a weird piece of equipment to find? Alright, so I think we've cleared out this area. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here. Off camera, I'm going to heal up our party, and in the next one we'll proceed into Kingsland. And see what's waiting for us there. These fights are pretty difficult, not going to lie. But they're fun. I've been enjoying it so far. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.